Hello everyone. Today I'll be presenting my work that I've done for the project of CSE 564. In this project, I've built a visualization dashboard for housing in the city of Ames, Iowa. At the top over here, we can see a info button clicking on which the user can get the idea of detailed explanation about what the features are and what these short forms of all these features actually mean. And over here on the just below the button, there's this tree map, which is the tree map is with respect to neighborhoods along with the average sales price. So on hovering on each of the boxes, we get the neighborhood name and average sales price associated with it. So the size of each box over here uh, represents the average sales price. So uh, the larger the box the neighborhood has, the higher would be its average sales price. And there's also a clicking functionality. For example, if we click on these three neighborhoods, um, we can get uh, the data filtered for these three neighborhoods, and all the rest of the plots will reflect to that data. And all the other neighborhoods have a unique color dedicated to them. So clicking on all those buttons would give a different unique color, and those unique colors would be the same for the parallel coordinate plot and the strip plot. And to the bottom of the tree map, there is this radial bar chart, which gives information about the quality, different quality types of the residents in these neighborhoods. And there are different types of quality for which the user can select. There is overall quality, overall condition of the house, basement quality, garage quality. And uh, uh, there's also a clicking applicable on the radial bar chart. And so what the radial bar chart actually shows is that let's consider this three filtered neighborhoods. For them, uh, it shows for all the houses in that neighborhood how many total counts of houses are there for each of the categories of these qualities. So for the overall quality, excellent quality houses, we can find 30 excellent quality houses in these three neighborhoods. Same goes for very good, above average, and respectively. And as I said earlier, we can also click on these bars and clicking on these bars would change the color, and the colors, the brown color shows it's selected and green color shows it's not selected. So when I select on these bars, the data get filtered for uh, with respect to both the tree map selection and the radial bar chart selection, and the data is reflected on these three plots. Over here on the right of it, there's a strip plot which shows uh, resident features versus uh, sales price box plot. So along with the box, it's just not the box plot, but along with the box plot, there are also actual data points distributed all over the sales price scale. The reason for showing the actual data points is that it gives a sense to user about how densely or sparsely the houses are located on the sales price scale. um, because just with the box plot, we cannot get the idea of where actually the data points are, where actually the density is. So for example, what I mean is, if I check for three-bedroom apartments over here, we can see that for this interquartile range, There's actually not much density above the median. There's mostly most of the apartments in the interquartile range are below the median. And this is only possible to note if we have the actual data points along with the box plot. Definitely box plot would also add up to the information about where the median is, where the first interquartile, where the first quartile and where the third quartile is. So also there's this brushing feature that I've applied to it, and I can rotate the brushing wherever for the entire plot. And with respect to the brushing, the stack bar chart and the parallel coordinate plot will show the data. So right now on my dashboard, these two plots reflect data for the filtering that has been applied on these three plots. So let's consider uh, the brushing on these bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom apartment, 4-bedroom apartments. We can see on the right of it, there's this stack bar chart, which shows the residence type distribution, meaning of all the houses selected, what is the percentage distribution of the house types. So these house types, these are 2-story house, 1-story house, 1.5 story, where the second story is finished, second story is unfinished, and each home is given a color. Each home type is given a color, and if the user is not clear about what these names are, uh, the user can always go back to the info page and check for the details about it. So for this selection, we can see that for uh, in these three neighborhoods, for very good and above average quality houses, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and 4-bedroom houses, we can see that for 2-bedroom houses, all these houses are one story uh, 1-story houses, and for the 3 and 4 bedroom apartments, there are it's actually more uh, more options the user will get will be of 2-story houses. So this actually saves time for the user. A user will not try to user would have a perspective of actually what they should be looking for, what they should be expecting in these neighborhoods, what type of houses would they be expecting in these neighborhoods. And over here, the parallel coordinate plot gives multiple features, and having multiple features side by side good gives a benefit of uh, doing analysis for multiple features at the same time. Um, it's interesting to note here that for garage cars here means that how many cars can one put in the garage of these houses. So if we see, if we select these uh, two, meaning garage size 2, so when the garage size is 2, most of the houses are below 300,000 USD sales price. And if we select garage 3, there are a few houses above 350,000 USD, which makes sense because there's more construction involved when there's one more garage added. So, and also there's this reset button on over here, clicking on which the entire dashboard will come to its initial state. Um, let me share some interesting insights that I've uh, gathered around. Uh, so uh, let me select the two most costliest neighborhoods. And for these two most costliest neighborhoods, we can see that for the for the residence qualities, the for the overall quality of the house, there are almost all houses that are excellent or good quality houses. We cannot find any poor quality houses, which again makes sense because we are paying more money, we get good quality. And if we click on, if we select for these neighborhoods, if we select for excellent quality houses, we can see that the on the strip plot, we can see that the houses are actually at the higher end of the sales price scale. And when we select the good and very good quality houses, they're relatively at the lower end of the sales price scale. Let me click the excellent quality houses again. We can see that um, um, in the stack bar chart, we can see that one and two bedroom apartments are generally one-story apartments for these two costliest neighborhoods, uh, uh, and there's about almost even distribution of two-story and one-story apartments uh, in for three-bedroom apartments in these two neighborhoods for excellent quality houses. We can also check on these on this parallel coordinate plot here is that all the houses belong to this particular zone. Every a city has multiple zones associated to it, and this is actually the low density residential zone. And for there's all these houses are in the low density residential zone, and for them we can see that for this costliest neighborhood, we can see the lot area of all these houses, almost all the houses are below 18,000, uh, and uh, the size of the lot is really small, which gives me a good inference that the high cost is not actually because they would be big, the houses would be big. No, the houses are not really big. The high cost is because of the quality they give. The houses are of excellent quality, but they're relatively very small. But the high cost in these neighborhoods is because of the quality. That's a really interesting insight, I feel. And um, over here, there are multiple residence features that user can select. So if, for example, if we are fond of fireplaces, uh, for the fireplaces, if we can also select the same fireplace on the stack bar chart to compare evenly, we can see that the two costliest houses in the neighborhood are the ones that have two fireplaces. Are the ones that have two fireplaces. So that's interesting. And we can also see on the PC plot that the land slope here is gentle. Gentle, there are actually three scales for gentle, moderate, and severe. So which again makes sense because the steeper the slope, uh, more more awkward would it be to build a house over it. So uh, we would many people prefer living on a gentle slope, on land that's not too slopey. So this is one thing, that all the houses in this neighborhood are at the gentle slope. Um, we can also see for the built-in garages over here that there are attached garages and built-in garages, two types of garage type. So for built-in garages, we can see that most of the houses are at the lower end of the sales price scale. But as we have the attached garages as included, we can see that there are many houses that reach at around 750,000 USD sales price. So we can infer that garage, uh, attached garage houses are more costlier than built-in garage houses. Let me reset the dashboard again, and let's select a few uh, cheapest uh, neighborhoods. And for these cheapest neighborhoods, let me select one. Okay, let me select this as well. So these are a few cheaper neighborhoods, and we can see for these neighborhoods, they're not actually excellent quality houses present. There are also there are a few fair and poor quality houses as well in these neighborhoods, although they are in a very small amount. But most of them are average quality houses, which again makes sense. We're not paying more money, we don't get good quality houses. And and uh, we can uh, we can also see that on the strip plot here, all these houses are located at the very bottom part of when we check for the sales price there, that they are located at the really very bottom part. And this on the right we can have a sense of how many percentage of houses are in different house type distribution. So these were a few interesting insights that I got. There might be many other insights depending on the user preference, depending upon what user would want to see. There could be many insights possible. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much.